I was unable to locate Cairo International Airport. This small landing pad was the closest I could come to the city center.
Why'd you expect to find an international airport?
According to my map, there should be an airport 22 kilometers northeast of central Cairo. Instead, that seems to be the site of a landfill.
There hasn't been commercial air travel since the collapse, 20 years ago.
Perhaps my navigation database is out of date.
I'm talking about the collapse, the biggest depression in world history. I guess you don't follow current events.
Of course I know about the collapse. If I fail to find the passenger I'm looking for, I'll be available to take you to another destination. If so, we'll leave from this landing pad.
Never any fresh vegetables.
So I guess you've gone rogue on us. It's not too late to show some loyalty to the WTO. We want you to destroy the Nassif family's greenhouse, which is in the northwest corner of the South Medina. The experimental greenhouse, a violation of WTO regulations, should lead us to Dr. Nassif.
I haven't seen you before. Welcome to our small Medina.
Hi, name's Alex.
Pardon the simplicity of this drawing, but I like to give newcomers a map so they can find their way around. The local business owners are always complaining that they don't get enough foot traffic.
Thanks. That's very thoughtful.
Well, someone new in the Medina. Don't worry about catching the plague at my little coffee stand. We are a high-priority zone for the bots, and we sterilize our equipment with infrasound.
That's good to hear.
People come to the old city to find the black market. Is that why you risk getting infected?
Security must be pretty non-existent around here. Is there a lot of crime?
Not my concern. There is always strife. I asked because I can make a deal for someone who could get into the New Cairo arcology and do Queequegs a favor.
I'm listening.
The regional director has been disappointed in my profits since the intensification of Nanite Swell 11. I lose the shop if I can't find a way to impress him.
What am I supposed to do?
NG Resonance is playing a concert in the arcology tomorrow. I need someone to convince her to endorse Queequegs. From what I hear, her manager, Miss Withers, can easily be bribed. Try to catch her waiting for NG and offer her some money. If she accepts, I will compensate you with a choice of several weapon mods, which I found on a dead Omar.
Miss Withers, huh? I'll let you know if I run into her.
Seeker, your next objective is to help us find Dr. Nassif. She comes from a poor family in this plague-stricken village. Billy Adams will be coordinating the investigation from the mosque that lies between the arcology and the village. Report to her at once.
Chicago, someone put you on my tail? You're a long way from home.
I'm on Dr. Nassif's tail. The program we came out of, Apostle Corps. It's based here in Cairo.
Apostle Corps?
The scientist who ran our training. Tarsus was a front.
Oh, this is some coincidence. Either there's a contract on my head...
Or maybe the Omar have an interest in the program that created us too. What do they have you doing out here?
I told you before. Protection.
Protection from what?
Anybody. A lot of people don't like Omar. Most people think they're freaks. Right now, supposedly, these Knights Templar fanatics are planning a raid, so I'm waiting for them.
All by yourself?
That's my assignment, but these cyborgs can fight when they have to. I just wish we had a better tip, like when the raid's gonna happen. Then maybe I could get some sleep.
Who tipped you off to begin with?
Someone in the village, but the Templar command is in the arcology. They have a recruiting kiosk there. We can't move people into New Cairo too easily.
Maybe I'll do some sightseeing in New Cairo. I'll let you know if I come across anything.
Yeah? If it was me, I'd sneak up on the place and eavesdrop. Omar's schematics show a vent near the Tarsus School on 107, West Wall. One of the shafts leads to the kiosk. You could listen from inside the shaft. Be careful, though. Arcology support systems are secured against pests, whether transgenic or human. One thing I am is dependable. No sign of trouble so far.
You sure got a prime location for your business here.
We appreciate your resourcefulness in seeking us out.
I guess we'll see if it was worth my time and effort.
You will appreciate our merchandise. You are a welcome customer, having helped us in the past. Perhaps you can offer your services once more.
Go on, you've got my attention.
A Templar-run facility in Flight Bay 24 on Arcology Level 110 has a number of classified programs. Most importantly, a body armor project for Templar Paladins. Also, a counter-agent to the pollution that causes Plague 11 has been invented, though its deployment has been inexplicably delayed.
A counter-agent sounds like something that would interest the villagers. How do I get into this facility?
First, you'll need a pass to enter the Arcology proper. Take this one.
Thanks.
Then talk to the woman in the air terminal information booth. She works for us. We will tell her that you are coming. Say to her simply that you have a friend in common. Once inside the terminal, locate the armor and upload the schematic. You will also find your cure.
Okay. What are you selling?
I have 2 black market biomod canisters which enable non-PSOCAM functionality. Also, 3 concussion prox mines which you can plant on any flat surface to be detonated by movement within close range. As a preferred customer, you may purchase items at half price.
Give me the black market biomods.
The Amar appreciate good customers.
Is there a problem? Why are you staring?
Templar would just as soon lynch a merc like you or me because of our biomods. If there's a problem, I plan to fight.
No more congestion. No, you, sir. You look like a discriminating person. Someone who knows innovation when he sees it.
Where are you going with this?
Are you tired of breathers? Are you sick of the Plague 11 cough? Have you had it with dizzy spells? I want to tell you about an amazing new elixir.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, I really don't.
Combining ancient herbal remedies with state-of-the-art nanopathology research, we have produced the first and only anti-Plague 11 tonic, and infused it into this special cola drink to make it a delicious way to fight the effects of the nanite cloud. Fight Attack Cure 11.
Yeah, that's fascinating, but...
Today only, we're offering a special price. Would you like to make a purchase?
Sure.
You owe it to yourself and your family. Would you like to buy a can? Special price. Today only.
No thanks.
Why struggle with breathers when simply drinking this tonic can counter all of the nanite's effects?
What do I see? An exceptional young man. Modified, correct? Lovingly grown in an enclave. And now you step into the dangerous world. Stay ready, Tariq.
Am I about to get jumped or something?
Such a prize, A shame to send you straight to the chop shop. Perhaps you heard that I'm hiring a mercenary.
Yeah?
I am interested in the security chief in the unmarked suite on level 108 in the arcology. His tissues are heavy with biotech. Beta biocules, the next rev of the PSOChem architecture, who knows? Maybe something beyond. I have a client who will pay handsomely to study one of his biomods.
How do you expect me to steal a biomod? Kill him and bring you the body?
Just kill him and my people in the morgue will remove the components I need. I like how you think. You will be well paid. Here, you will need this pass to enter the arcology. I have always wondered what they do in there.
The Harvester will discuss. Okay? It's so good to see you again, darling. Any news about that apartment?
Apartment? Oh, that one. Already leased. Sorry.
Are you really trying to find me a place to live in arcology? Don't you want to be able to see each other more often?
This constant haze is awful.
For God's sake, leave me alone. Yes, I have closed the greenhouse. There was a murder there. The murder of my brother. The greenhouse will stay closed until I am certain that the Nassif family is safe.
I'm sorry about your tragedy.
Sorry? Who are you to be sorry? You killed the parents and now you come to kill the uncle? Well, the Nassif family is fighting back. Layla escaped and you won't find her.
I know your niece. She was my instructor at Tarsus Academy in Seattle. I'm not here to kill anyone.
No? Then what? Do you know who's after my family?
Everyone, as far as I can tell.
Funny. Ha ha. And meanwhile my daughter Ava goes missing at the Tarsus Academy in Arcology. All of us hunted like greasels.
Tarsus Academy?
Right, where Layla went to school. She helped her cousin get on the same track, to a decent life. Now we are targets.
Maybe I can help out. I'm on my way to the arcology.
And you are a Tarsus man? Yes? Well, perhaps you can have a word with the headmaster. I will give you my parental code, 74652. Tarsus is on level 107. Tell the fat bum I want him to return my calls. Where is my girl? Why couldn't Layla find her last night?
An interesting discovery. So Dr. Nassif has a cousin at the Tarsus Academy in New Cairo. A visitation pass will let you enter the school on level 107 of the arcology. Find the cousin Eva and see if she'll meet you to Apostle Corps.
Whoever disabled it cannot have gotten far. You must have no idea who you're messing with!
Get back here!
You've got our attention now, much to your misfortune.
Pursuing. Sensor lock.
Come out and fight!
You've got our attention now, much to your misfortune.
It sounds like operations are going well. Show those Omar beasts we will not tolerate their pollution. And that's just the first step in our plans for the city. Once the right people are running things, every citizen will wake up. They'll finally see how important the battle for purity really is.
I can't wait until I'm back inside the arcology's atmospheric barriers.
This is a weapons-free zone. To enter, you must submit to a deactivation procedure. I'll transmit the encrypted safety lock bytecodes to freeze all your weapons on or in your person. When you leave, sensors will reactivate everything you've got.
Okay.
Thanks, you're clear to enter now.
WTO indifference to nanite pollution is the reason for the plague that has decimated the village. If you and Billy can help the locals, maybe you can win their trust and get some information on Dr. Nassif.
Maybe if they knew that I'm sick.
What?
I don't mean to interrupt.
You startled me there. I guess I'm a little preoccupied.
What's wrong?
Well, it's my daughter, Mina. Look at her.
It's okay, Mom. I'll get better.
Ever since she didn't get into the Tarsus Academy, her infection has been getting worse. She should be up on level 107 right now, in her own dorm room, studying and breathing filtered air. She's always been such a good student.
I wish there was something I could do.
That's very kind. But unless you're on the admissions committee at the academy, or unless you're someone who can hack in and put Mina Amir on the acceptance list, there's not really much to do except wait and pray.
Really, Mom, I'll be fine.
Some of us still worship the old gods, despite everything that's happened.
She went into Tarsus, huh? I'll see what I can do.
You look fine to me.
Anything I can do to help?
Just stay out of the way. Too many patients. No time for chit-chat.
As you wish. I'm looking for someone named Billy Adams. I heard she's in this mosque.
The woman from Seattle, yes. Where are you from? You Cairo? Why come here? The air in the Medina is polluted.
Is it that serious?
Just take a look outside. It's nanite dust these people breathe, from nanite swell 11. Particles like little insects, unaffected by the wind. Probably a leak from a pre-collapsed laboratory that's been forgotten for 2 decades. These poor people.
Go away.
My sister went through this with her son. Now I understand.
New patients, welcome.
Maybe it is a judgment on us.
Someone in arcology started that rumor so that we'd blame ourselves.
Then why am I sick? I exercise, eat right. I always wear my breather when I'm out in the Medina.
But when did you start using it? Only after years of breathing this air, just like me? We didn't know any better. Then by the time we started...
I need to return in time for the summit.
Just a show for the media.
I'm not so sure. Her Holiness sounded sincere when I spoke with her in Germany.
I don't believe we've met.
Lumen Saman from the German Shard. My pleasure. I was hoping one of Billy's former classmates would show up.
So, I already got a lead on this epidemic in Old Cairo. Courtesy of the Omar and the Medina, I've got some information about a possible cure.
Personally, I'm not going to waste my time saving the planet until we find out where Dr. Nassif is hiding.
High Augur Chen is a fine seeker. She has a strong heart, but a strong heart often runs contrary to a seeker's purpose.
Do you think Dr. Nassif is still in Cairo?
We have good reason to believe that Apostle Corps' headquarters are in Cairo. This is where she would go looking for help. Hey, I almost forgot. Here's something Chen wanted me to give you as a bonus for killing that Mako guy.
Thanks. Just making the world safer, one mad scientist at a time.
Right. Carry on, Alex.
History moves.
You disagree with the way High Augur Chen is doing things?
Amicably, to be sure. It's mostly a doctrinal dispute that stands between us.
What about Her Holiness? Doesn't she decide what the Church stands for?
Her Holiness and I amicably disagree also. My Shard in Germany has a profound respect for the founding doctrines of the Order. What we don't understand are these recent revisions and reversals that seem to excuse the resurgence through the WTO of blind commercial interests.
You sound pretty upset.
My Seekers and I are most loyal to the doctrines laid down by Her Holiness after the collapse. What we propose, very openly, is a greater purity of interpretation of these founding principles.
What brings the German Luminen to Cairo?
Let's just say that if this investigation of Apostle Core does indeed uncover technologies for the modification and co-modification of human bodies, I don't entirely trust the current leadership to destroy them.
What are you going to do?
Report the truth to my seekers, to true seekers everywhere. What more would be necessary? You want to hear more? Good. Let me explain how the Order should rebuild post-collapse society.
I'm listening.
Her Holiness was correct in the beginning to describe the problem as one of human growth. Human growth was impeded in the old society. Almost all men carry out the purposes of other men rather than their own, making them feel impotent in action. Bertrand Russell.
So,
Russell understood that people are creatures of impulse. The role of political philosophy should be to control the destructive impulses with constructive, creative ones. For example, allow each citizen to direct his own growth.
I thought the Order was a spiritual movement.
A spiritual movement about reconstituting the self, improving the self, finding balance with the world. Her Holiness knows that no balance is possible if the old world returns. Global capital, teratogenic science, universal wage slavery. Have you ever considered what is unique about post-collapse society? Trans-territoriality. Most political entities coexist on a global scale. The WTO has its enclaves, we have our settlements and churches.
You're not the first global church.
The point is that governmental units need not be territorial. The proof is all around us. After the collapse, communication grids came back up before industry. So what has evolved are many global associations incapable of seizing very much territory.
If the Order isn't territorial, why do you maintain an armed guard?
Military power will never vanish. What we hope, and Her Holiness once agreed with me, is that a global police force would end territorial wars and be just that. Police, like the Seekers in the Medina.
But whose police force?
Not important, so long as it knows how to keep order. Seek the way, my friend.
Sometimes High Augur Chen has her head in the clouds.
Enough for now. Please leave me to my thoughts.
If you're ready to depart the mosque, go ahead. The scanner's in the doorway.
SSC, at your service.
Fellow WTO citizens, look about you with the splendor of the WTO enclaves. You enjoy a higher standard of living than anyone else in the world. Know this, such prosperity is not a
This is the Arcology's outreach kiosk. Any trouble, you can report it to me.
Welcome to Pequod's Coffee for the Stars.
Stars?
Yes, superstars. Miss Withers, the manager for NG Resonance, just ordered a tall pecuccino on ice. You heard that NG is having a concert here tomorrow, right?
Maybe you should ask her for an endorsement.
Exactly. I was just thinking about that. I bet the executives would make me the manager of the whole region if I could pull that off. Regrettably, Miss Withers said NG is pretty picky about that sort of thing.
Someone like NG Resonance probably wants to see a credit chip with lots of bits in it.
Well, I was thinking, the rumor is that Miss Withers is the one who makes decisions. If I could find someone who would approach her, maybe offer her some money.
What exactly are you suggesting?
I'd like to make a trade. You look modified. Well, I have a biomod canister in my lost and found, probably left here by one of those little rakes from the Tarsus school who are always playing spy games in the office suites. It's yours if you convince Miss Withers for me. Offer her a generous bribe.
Of my own money?
Unfortunately, the coffee business is very low margin. We will have to agree on a trade for the biomod. If you succeed, the central office will negotiate NG's fee.
It will be a book about rulers, you know? Great personalities.
My associate will answer your questions.
The Knights Templar welcome you, friend. Care to learn more about the cause for purity?
Since when does an ancient secret society set up a recruiting booth in the mall?
In our colleges, you mean? We present our message where it will do the most good, in the enclaves of scientists, businessmen, engineers, the blind minions of Thanatos.
Oh.
The individual worker, careerist let's say, seldom understands how his small labor contributes to human history. Seemingly innocuous innovations in cell biology, nanotechnology, and computer science add up to a teeming substrate of new life. But it isn't life, it's death. It seeks to devour its clumsy organic creators.
Interesting.
Open your eyes to the greed that surrounds us, the pulsing traffic of numbers that shapes all power relations and makes us all into tools. Please, friend, join our cause, work for purity, defend the pure human being who must be kept free from enhancement, modification, cyborg integration.
I'll think about it.
Human society is now so destructive that organic life itself is an endangered species.
Yes, this is the Cairo branch of your old alma mater, curiously geared toward younger children rather than covert security. But there should be some clues about Apostle Core inside. You should make a thorough search of the premises.
You must have no idea who you're messing with. Deputized and immunized for a Stabland sweep. 1 hour tops.
Search every building.
Not one Omar will escape. This will be the end of their presence in Cairo.
If only you were right. But I think you make them too human in your imagination. A cyborg doesn't get discouraged.
They must have commanders, though. Soon they'll see that they're coming.
The Omar is not a human organization.
SSC records show that several students have been reported missing. You might want to ask some of the children if they know what's going on.
I'm getting sick of doing all this damage control.
Oh, really?
Tarsus continues to offer the best educational opportunities even in this time of uncertainty. It was in the memo. You did read the whole memo before racing down here, didn't you?
Yeah.
But if you really must see for yourself, I can't stop you, as long as you have your access pass. You did remember to bring it, didn't you? We can't have random visitors wandering through.
SSC records show that several students have been reported missing. You might want to ask some of the children if they know what's going on.
I think they were kicked out. They disappeared right after the last biochem exam.
What are you studying?
I am trying to get ahead in calculus. I want to make it into whatever new elite program Tarsus has just started.
A new program?
Yeah, I'm sure that's what happened with Eva and Jennifer. They were two of the best. There is no reason for them to have run away. They were selected for a new program. I'm sure of it.
So you think they're safe?
Of course they are. Tarsus is the best school in the WTO. They would not let anything happen to their best recruits.
I see. So what exactly do you know about this new program?
Nothing, but that is probably part of the admissions process. You have to be clever enough to discover that it exists. Right now I need to get back to my studying. I have only put in 12 hours today.
Why does everyone seem so edgy around here?
The grades just came out for the biochem and intuition classes. Some kids aren't thrilled about it.
Upset enough to run away?
So I guess you heard about Eva and Jennifer.
What about them?
If they really did run away, their friends would know where they are. But no one seems to have any idea. It's kind of got everyone spooked.
I'm just on watch. Talk to the teacher if you... The rumors about Tarsus have been greatly exaggerated.
What rumors?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just assumed you were another disgruntled parent. You are a parent of one of the students, aren't you?
Sure.
Well, as you can see, the students are hard at work as usual. Shh, you'll disturb their studies.
I cannot talk right now. Mrs. Rashidi would not like it.
Are you the specialist? We've been waiting for hours for someone to solve the Greasel situation.
Sorry, I'm not your exterminator. What's going on?
They had some Greasels in the lab for class and they got loose. Surprise! Those things aren't pet hamsters. Anyway, there's some expensive equipment in there apparently. Some biomod stuff, I think. So they want the situation resolved quickly.
Why don't you take care of it?
Not in my job description. Tell you what, since it looks like the specialist is a no-show, I'll give you his fee if you take care of the job. And I'll look the other way if some of the science stuff disappears. A Greasel must have eaten it, you know?
I'll think about it.
Here's the code to the lab. Just check back in with me when the job's done and I'll give you your pay.
Hallway patrol is normal Tarsus procedure.
I can't help feeling like...
What's the latest gossip?
People are edgy because a few students are missing. I am not all that worried because I know Jennifer is too smart to let anything really terrible happen.
So what do you think really happened?
I do not believe she got kicked out. We would have all heard about that by now. It must be something else. Maybe she's hiding.
What makes you think that? Why wouldn't she just leave?
It's tricky getting in and out of this place unnoticed. But there are ways to stay inside and out of sight. I've never been there myself, but I have heard some kids talk about a hideout somewhere in the ventilation system. It seems no one on the faculty knows about it. At least all this has kept school interesting for the past few days.
Headmaster Archer, there have been some strange rumors regarding your conduct towards students. We're sure this is only idle gossip, but Tarsus must also urge you to police your behavior so that we may remain above reproach or suspicion.
Quarterly gymnasium equipment requests are due at the end of the month. Be sure to submit the proper forms or else we will not be able to fulfill your requisitions until next quarter.
Welcome to Tarsus, Cairo. I'm Silas Archer, the headmaster. Can I help you?
Do you have any idea what might be going on with the missing students?
I understand everyone's concern about this, but there's really no reason to be worried. I'm confident that it's just a youthful prank and they'll soon turn up. We have the best security here. I'm sure there's been no foul play.
This is an impressive campus. It seems like a great facility. Nothing like the Tarsus I went to at their age.
Oh, really? You're a graduate?
I guess you could say that. What about you? Have you been with the organization long?
Too long. Fortunately, this job is almost finished.
So, you're getting a transfer?
You could say that. The disappearances are troubling, but I'm sure it will all be resolved soon.
As we try to head off a public relations firestorm over inadequate background checking, we are asking all current employees to submit complete references and resumes as soon as possible. Thank you for your prompt cooperation.
What the hell?
You seem pretty calm. Most of the other kids around here seem pretty riled up.
Yeah, they're just worried about those two who went missing. Me? I don't really care one way or the other. Just means less competition for me. I really don't understand why my classmates are so easily amused and distracted.
I'm not going anywhere near that lab. What's it look like in there?
Your problem's solved.
Finally. Here's your pay. Pleasure doing business with you.
Ha! And my friends at home said Tarsus would be boring. Well, another strange visitor.
Tracking and reporting behind.
Excellent work as usual, Lieutenant Archer. You will be pleased to hear in turn that we have seized the Apostle Corps facility. It was right under our noses on level 108. Transmitting the suite's soft key ID so that you can join us at your leisure.
This school was once an Apostle Corps operation. The Knights Templar must have penetrated their organization sometime. I need you to investigate the secret Apostle Corps suite that the Templars discovered. Your objective will be to locate Dr. Nassif and interrogate him.
Huh? Hello?
Whomever I heard.
What? Did you someone there? You're dead!
Why are you hiding out back here?
I'm not answering any questions until you tell me who you are.
Moschini Nassif asked me to look for his daughter, Eva. He's very worried. Is that you?
Okay, I'm Eva, and people should be worried. We were poking around the headmaster's office one day and found this secret room. From the looks of it, he's plotting something horrible for some of the students here.
I've seen the evidence myself. He's working for those Purity Crusaders, the Templars. Looks like you got yourself to safety just in time.
For the time being, at least, I'm going to stay hidden until I'm sure it's safe out there, and just hope he doesn't find us. The headmaster has this bizarre secret office, with files on all the students and communications with someone outside Tarsus.
Repairing damage. Finished.
trying to stay focused here.
Is there anything else you need?
Oh, come off it. I know your secret, and I'm not going to let you get away with this.
You may have a few pieces, but I doubt you can see the whole picture.
I know enough. You're on assignment from the Templars to purify this school, you monster.
What's really monstrous is the way these children are being hopelessly polluted. We can't allow humanity to damage itself like this.
So instead you neutralize the children yourself, rather than let them be polluted?
So much is at stake that a few sacrifices are more than acceptable. We're talking about the survival of a pure human race. Someday we'll see that our cause is just. For now, there's nothing you can do for these students. It's too late.
That's what you think.
Oh no. Trouble.
This'll be
There
quick.
goes nothing. I'm blinded.
You're gonna regret doing that.
I'm going to run for it.
Get back here.
You're in big trouble. Ah!
Your patience and fortitude will be rewarded, Lieutenant Archer. We must wait just a bit longer, but soon we will be free of this menace.
Initiating repairs. Repairs complete.
Any news?
I've seen the evidence myself. He's working for those Purity Crusaders, the Templars, but you have nothing to worry about now. I took care of the situation.
Sounds like we would be able to relax now.
Let's take a look. You're gonna get it now.
I'm going going to run for it!
I'm going to run for it! I'm going to run for it!
That's enough. I'm leaving.
I'm going to run for it! Too dangerous to talk!
What was that? Is someone there? Guess it's up to me. Trying a grenade.
Turn back. Unauthorized personnel presumed to be hostile. The violator is advised to leave immediately.
We're in danger!
Beware. Automated security in place. This area is protected. Turn back. Unauthorized personnel presumed to be hostile. Automated security in place. Turn back. Unauthorized personnel presumed to be hostile. The violator is advised